Here's something a lot of people don't consider. Our brains are problem-solving machines, kind of like our own internal AI. But like with most AI, the quality of the output depends entirely on the quality of the input. When you tell yourself, I can't do this, you're essentially giving your brain the prompt to stop looking for answers. Your programming is shut down. But when you reframe that to, how can I do this? Now you're activating your brain's creativity. You're unlocking its problem-solving potential. Everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be talking about the power of perspective. Changing how the way you see things changes everything. It's all about reframing. So stay tuned, and if you get value from this video, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button. All right, let's dig right into it. So here's the truth that nobody wants to hear. I can't should be stricken from your vocabulary, because I can't is not an option. Every single problem has a solution, and it's just waiting for you to discover it. But here's where most people get it wrong. They think that changing their perspective is just some fluffy feel-good exercise. And that's where they'd be wrong. This is about rewiring how your brain processes challenges. This is about taking control of the most powerful tool that you have, and that's your mind. So let me be direct with you. Most of you are stuck because you've trained your brain to be lazy. You've gotten comfortable with excuses because excuses feel good in the moment, and they let you off the hook. I don't have time. I'm not smart enough. I don't have the resources. It's too hard. Sound familiar? But here's what those excuses really mean. You're telling me that those problems aren't important enough for you to put in the effort. You'd rather take the easy way out and have someone else solve the problem for you. The uncomfortable truth, you're capable of solving your own problems if you allow your mind to work. But first you need to stop feeding it garbage prompts. The solution isn't complicated, but it requires you to be honest with yourself. So we're going to reframe the way you see every challenge that comes your way. Instead of seeing challenges as roadblocks, you're going to start seeing them as design challenges. You're not a victim of circumstance, you're the architect of solutions. Look, this isn't about positive thinking or pretending the problem doesn't exist. This is about redirecting your brain's processing power from why something can't be done to how can it be done. So let me give you a real example. Years ago, I had a student who was trying to go to college. They wanted to go to college abroad in Barcelona, but she kept telling herself that she can't afford to go to college abroad. She kept saying, I'm broke, which is a classic I can't programming. But when she reframed it to, how can I afford studying abroad? Her brain started working differently. Suddenly, she started researching scholarships, looking at study abroad programs. She even started a small tutoring business. And within 6 months, she was on a plane to Barcelona. Same person, same financial situation, different prompt, different outcome. Now let's look at the Wright brothers. In 1903, human flight was considered impossible by most experts. The scientific community kept saying humans can't fly. But the Wright brothers asked different questions. They asked, how can humans fly? They studied birds, built wind tunnels, and tested several different wing designs. While others were trying to explain why flight wasn't possible, they were designing solutions. They weren't any smarter than anybody else. They were just asking their brain different questions, or better questions. And 4 months later, they achieved powered flight. And it wasn't because the laws of physics changed, but because they changed their perspective on the problem. So here's your framework for reframing any situation, and I want you to memorize this. Step number 1, stop the I can't programming. The moment you catch yourself saying or thinking I can't, immediately stop. Stop running that program. Recognize it for what it is. It's lazy thinking. Ask yourself the question, am I looking for solutions or am I looking for excuses? Step number 2, reframe it with how can I? Transform every I can't to how can I? And this isn't just word games. This is changing your brain's search parameters. I can't lose weight becomes, how can I create a sustainable weight loss plan? I can't start a business becomes, how can I start a business with what I have right now? Step 3, break down the real obstacles. Most problems feel impossible because you're looking at them as one big block. Break them down into smaller sections. What are the actual specific obstacles? Not, I can't climb this mountain, but what specific skills, training, and equipment do I need to accomplish each section of this climb? Step number 4, design your solution path. Now you're not problem focused, you're solution focused. Create a step-by-step path forward. It doesn't have to be perfect, it just has to be a start. Remember, you're not looking for a perfect solution, you're just looking for the next logical step. So here's my challenge to you, and I want you to be honest with yourself. What problem in your life have you been avoiding with I can't thinking? Is it your career, your relationships, your health, your finances? Right now, I want you to write down one specific challenge that you've been making excuses about. Be specific. Don't say my life. Pick one concrete problem. Now apply the framework. Stop the I can't programming. Replace it with how can I. Break down the obstacles and then design its first step. And here's the part that separates the people who succeed with the people who stay stuck. Take action on the first step within the next 24 hours. Your brain is the most sophisticated problem-solving machine ever created, but it's only as good as the prompts that you give it. Stop programming it for failure with I can't, and start programming it for solutions with how can I. Remember, instead of I can't, say how can I. Because I can't doesn't mean impossible. I can't means you're not willing to put in the effort to achieve the desired outcome. The question is, how bad do you want to solve that problem? Your brain's waiting for your answer. If you got value from today's video, be sure to hit that like and subscribe button, and leave me a comment down below. What's one challenge you're trying to find a solution on? I love to hear your feedback. All right, gang. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one. This is about taking control of the most powerful tool. In 1903, human flight was considered impossible but damn it. Here's your framework. This is changing your brain search games. This is shit. This is changing your brain search parameters. Me. I can't start a business. I can't start a business. Stop programming it for failure with how can I, and start programming it for success with shit that up. Wow, that was painful.